Hi, Monica. I am going to show you how to create a Google Classroom and create an assignment, a rubric, and copy a link and attach it to your PSL, your Google Doc on PSL. I'm assuming that you're using a Google Doc for your PSL page. If not, you can copy the link and place it anywhere you need to for your PSL planner page. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you right now. And here we go. Now, if in all the Google features, you will find the app. So in all the Google apps, you will find the grid for the apps. Click on Classroom. I have 2 classes set up, and I'm going to create one for French 4. If you have a section, I would put it in the title of the class. I wouldn't put it down here. That way you can see at a glance which section you have. I'm going to create that. It takes a few seconds. Oh, great. Google selected a theme for me, and I'm actually going to change it because I have the classes color coordinated. So I'm going to choose the orange for this class. There you go. And now I want to create an assignment. So I go to classwork and I create an assignment. And this assignment is going to be, it's a pronunciation exercise. We do it every week. The focus is on pronouncing French and increasing our speed as we speak French. So your articulation for the week. This is the only time I'll give them the instructions because they'll be used to it as we go along. Saying this, saying SLC. SLC stands for Sacha Le Chat. One. Recording. Increasing in speed each time. Okay, I use a 4-point scale. The 4-point scale, 4 exceeds expectations, and pronunciation is really hard. They tend to do this really well, but the 4 is for the student who is the most original, the fastest, the most authentic in their pronunciation. So that's the 4. Then I give, decent pronunciations, 3.5. No, I don't give them 3.5. This is what happens. I do a rubric, and the rubric makes the decision for me. But you can pretty much be sure if they've done the work and they've tried their hardest, they're going to get a 3.5. 3s, that's fine. Not as much effort as a 3.5. 2s, they're progressing. They're still pronouncing it with an English accent, with American accent. We got to work on that. I will tell them that. And 1 is the grade for the student who does not submit the assignment. So I always have a due date, and Their due date, I just know this off the top of my head, is on the 7th. I always give a time, and it's always 11:59. So they have until the end of the day, Monday, to do the assignment. No stress. I create a topic. I call it Sasha Le Chat, and I create a rubric for this assignment. All of the articulations use this rubric, and this rubric is posted on PowerSchool Learning. So they don't have to see the rubric on Google Classroom. The only reason why I love Google Classroom is the way it collects the information for me. So I'm going to create the rubric. I give each criterion a title and I explain it. And when I was telling you about the points, the points, depending on how they do in each criterion, that determines their grade for the articulation. So everything is on 4 for me. Self-correct, I love when I'm listening to these recordings and the student realizes they have made a mistake in pronunciation and they self-correct within the recording. They don't stop and make a perfect recording. They actually self-correct in the recording. That always gets them a 4 because that shows me that they have learned and they're paying attention. And finally, pronunciation. And for French, it's all about the vowels. If you can pronounce the vowels correctly, you can pronounce a word correctly in French. Consonants are very similar as the consonants in English. So that's why I focus on the vowels. Now, the beautiful thing is the rubric that you see here, I can reuse. I don't have to retype it each time. I can reuse it within the class. It doesn't work from class to class. So within the class, if I have created a rubric for an assignment, then I can reuse it for subsequent assignments where they're doing the same thing. And they're going to be doing articulations throughout the year. So it's nice for them to get used to it. Then I click on Assign. And here it is. Because I created a topic, Sasha Le Chat, you'll see that over the year, all the SLCs will be collected here as long as I created a topic. It'll be easy for students to find if they somehow want to go to the Google Classroom page, which they'll have access to because they'll get a link. They'll be able to find the assignment they're missing and do that. Now, here's the beautiful thing. I copy the link for the assignment and I go to my planner page. I use a Google Doc, the one they shared with us. And this is the recording that I'm going to make for them, for those of them who want to hear it before they do the articulation. And this is where I'm going to have them upload the information. So they never have to go to Google Classroom directly. They can be taken to Google Classroom from the PSL page. So when they click on this link, they'll get to SLC number 1 and they'll upload their recording. The kids are savvy, they know how to do it. I was speaking with Gary Pierce. If the kids have trouble with the technology, have them ask a friend, because most of the class will be able to do it. And if the student is having trouble, connect them with a classmate, and the classmate will show them how to do it. So you don't have to do anything in terms of helping them figure it out, because other students in the class have figured it out. So that is the video for creating a Google Classroom, site. I hope that's helpful to you. Oh, I know. I want to show you something else. Hold on. I'm going to present one more time. Hold on. I'm sorry. So I'm going to take you to the Google Classroom page here. So we're still in the class. Oh, the reason why I don't have grades is because I didn't put people in. Oh, okay. Well, once I put the people in, see, I don't want to put them in right now, because if I do, then they'll get the email, and that's just not what I want them to do right now. So once I've added the students, I can go to the gradebook and I will see the assignment in the gradebook, but it won't be there until I have students there. And that's about it. I hope this is helpful to you. And if you want to Zoom with me while you're creating the Google Classroom, I'll be happy to do that and you know, walk you through it. But it's really simple. You know, those plus signs are great. It's really easy. So do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. And that's about it. I hope that was helpful. Bye. Au revoir.